Hope every single person who's watching this is having a great day. Guys, real quick, I want to have a couple conversations with you today. For one, I want us to start here. Mr. Bernie Sanders, as he was being sworn in today by Kamala Harris, it looks like she said something that maybe made him upset. Some people are saying that he got humiliated in front of the world. All right, so we are going to talk about this, and it is going to be fun. The next thing we're going to talk about is Tim Cook becomes the latest billionaire to go ahead and donate $1 million to Trump's inauguration fund. So that is going to be interesting. He obviously puts himself in the same category as people like Mark Zuckerberg or Sam Altman and Jeff Bezos. So, and we already talked about that pretty recently, but we're going to talk about it again because, again, it's the center of conversation right now. It is one of those. It is trending as of 41 minutes ago on X. So what we talk about the things that are happening right now. Another thing that's happening right now is Nicole Shanahan. Looks like she was published recently on IM 1776, and the headline is "The War for Humanity's Future." Very great title. I love it. It is fantastic. So we're going to talk very lightly on it, and we're also going to talk about how Nancy Pelosi's team last night posted this yesterday. She said, "On my way to Washington, D.C. to proudly represent the people of San Francisco," and she does not. Some people are saying she doesn't look well, right? People are kind of questioning her health. Like she just recently got back after suffering that fall injury abroad. So yeah, she is back, and a lot of people aren't very happy. But they're also talking about Nancy Pelosi's kind of her performance in the stock market and how she has outperformed every hedge fund in 2024. So that is crazy. She made bank, and people are criticizing it. People are criticizing her for kind of holding on to power and doing it for public and personal gain. So it's crazy. But we're going to talk about it. But we're going to start here with Mr. Bernie Sanders and Kamala Harris. So check this out. Also, real quick, guys, if you like the show, please like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Stand right there. Although that is not your nature to just stand where you're told to stand. Give it a try. Okay, how you doing? Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign?
Well, there you have it. Did you hear that? Kamala Harris said, "I know you don't do what you're supposed to do. You don't stand where you're supposed to stand, but here you are anyways." Look at this again.
That's not your nature to just stand where you're told to stand. Give it a try. Okay.
But to give it a try. Absolutely crazy. And tribalism. Also, quick shout out to them. Looks like they just followed me just a couple hours ago, so that's pretty exciting. I don't know if they watch these videos, but shout out to you if you do. I bring you up a lot, but their take was, why does Bernie continually put up with this from the DNC? This is his last term. He should vote to confirm RFK Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard and show the DNC that they do not control him anymore. All right. And I'd love some participation over here from the comment section if you guys think this is exactly what Bernie should be doing in his last term. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. Please give it to me. Another perspective was, and that I saw, was from Gator Gar on the same exact thing. They said, "This shameless catty disrespect Kamala shows Bernie in this clip is the same venom she has in her cold heart for every single one of you." Now, I don't know if I would use this type of language. This seems a little bit um sensational, but nonetheless interesting. And yeah, I don't know. Do you guys think that Bernie was humiliated here? I don't know. I don't know. He's a better man than me. All right, because I think if I was told that, I would probably said something like, "Hold up, time out. What? Hey, at least I won my seat." All right. Maybe I would have said something like that. That would have been hilarious. All right. The next thing I wanted to bring up was, again, Tim Cook donates $1 million to Trump's inauguration. All right. Again, this is trending. Some of the top comments says, "Just in, Apple CEO to donate $1 million to President-elect Trump's inaugural fund." All right. Same thing by Apple Hub and Axios. And again, we already brought this up, that there seems to be kind of a cultural shift right now in politics. And the reason why I think this is a good thing, right, is for one, big tech has been so left and so liberal for so long. Okay, like yeah, like pretty much ever since what 2008, whenever President Obama was named the Facebook president because he utilized an army of Facebook users to essentially mobilize him and to shift an election towards him. Right. And now in 2024, we are seeing the same exact thing with Trump and TikTok and what he was and what he's already and why he's already urged the Supreme Court to go ahead and pump the brakes on banning TikTok and just like let's see what's going to happen because he thinks he could actually move the needle and get them to sell or at least make some changes to make people a little bit more comfortable here. So to me, this is just simply another expression. Some people don't like it. Some people, I think some of the other perspectives here are this is big tech kind of trying to find favor in the next administration instead of being attacked, instead of probably rightfully so, this is them trying to find a little bit of a little bit of grace in Trump's eyes. So I understand that perspective too. I really do. But nonetheless, this is something that is more common than we could possibly imagine with some of the world's biggest companies that are founded here in the US as well. Bezos, Zuckerberg, Altman, Altman. So it is definitely crazy. All right. Now the next thing I wanted to talk about was I saw this post from Holden today, and it was Nicole Shanahan just sounded the alarm. We are in we are in a war for humanity's future. Birth rates are collapsing. Chronic disease is skyrocketing. EMFs are disrupting human neurodevelopment. This is a must read. So I did want to go ahead. We're not going to read the whole thing. Definitely not. But I was going through it and I really appreciated I really appreciated Nicole Shanahan's her centrist view that is just not for politics, but simply for humanity. All right. And I just love it. And I especially love her words at the end. I'll read the last two paragraphs. She says, every choice we make, what we eat, how we live, and whom we support carries weight from this moment forward. As Americans, we bear unique responsibility in this fight. If you feel compelled to protect human freedom, dignity, know this: you are not alone. Together, we can forge a path that values life, health, and the liberty above all else. This fight will not be easy, but if we succeed, check this out. We will leave behind a world worthy of the generations to come, a world where human life isn't merely surviving, but healthy, thriving, and flourishing. Incredible. So this is going the whole article is going to be linked up. And I've never heard of this company before or this publication, which is I am 1776. But design wise, all right, and what they seem to be publishing, they might get they, they they might get a thumbs up from me. I like it. All right, moving forward to Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi, it looks like her team uploaded this video yesterday, and it took the internet by storm. Check this out. Holy smokes.
Hi, it's Nancy. I'm on my way to Washington to proudly represent the people of San Francisco in Congress. I'm honored to do so to share our San Francisco values. Thank you for giving me that honor. Hi, it's Nancy.
That is so crazy. I really want to talk to someone from San Francisco because I'm very curious as to why they keep they keep electing this type of representation. It's genuinely really confusing to me. I don't know anyone in San Francisco, but I got some questions. Really, I do. All right, and I saw this from Jack Mack, who I recently started really liking their content. I think he works at Barstool Sports, and he also makes a lot of current event based content. And I loved what he shared. He made this video about Nancy Pelosi outperforming every hedge fund in a 2024. This is crazy, first of all, but check this out.
Congratulations to Nancy Pelosi. In the year 2024, her personal stock portfolio outperformed the biggest and best hedge funds across America. Here are some of the best returns for hedge fund portfolios throughout the country. The highest was 36.1%. Nancy defeated all of those hedge funds by a solid amount, as her return on her personal stock portfolio was 54%. Crazy considering this is not even her main job. Here's a look at her portfolio from Autopilot, who just pretty much keeps an eye on her portfolio throughout all of her trades as they are public. But yes, what a year for Nancy Pelosi. Surely this was done all ethically. If you're not doing Dry January, have a drink for Nancy Pelosi tonight, because she certainly will be as well. I give it.
That is insane. It makes no sense to me. And just in case you guys haven't remembered what happened in 2021, which is now insane to me. That's going to be what, almost 4 years ago. In 2021, Nancy Pelosi was asked if Congress should be banned from trading stocks, and what was her response? She said, "No, this is a free market. How dare you even ask that question?" Look at this.
Should members of Congress and their spouses be banned from trading individual stocks while serving in Congress?
No, I don't know to the second one.
Geez. First of all, not only is it crazy that she said no, because this is a bipartisan issue. It's how fast she said no to me. All right, real quick, let's do it. Let's watch that one more time.
While serving in Congress.
No, I don't know to the second one. We have a responsibility to report in the stock on the stock, but I'm not familiar with that 5-month review. But if people aren't reporting, they should be. Because this is a free market, and we're a free market economy. They should be able to participate in
A free market economy that should be able to participate. Yeah, Ma'am, anybody who's doing better numbers than hedge funds, all right, you gotta peel back the curtain. All right, it doesn't take a genius to think this is probably not a good idea. Even Mr. Beast out here saying it doesn't make sense to me how elected officials are even able to participate in the stock market. Like, if you have access to private information that could actually shift markets, you probably shouldn't be able to, as a private citizen, be able to use money, may I say taxpayer money, to be able to actually create more personal wealth. That is wild. This is so crazy. Something else that kind of reminded me of Nancy Pelosi was, this is kind of more so on the age front, but someone was, I saw this yesterday. Pop Crave said, Simone Biles says she feels greedy if she were to return for the 2028 Olympics. I'm at that point, she says, I'm at that point in my career where I am humble enough to know when to be done. All right. Simone saying, like, I know when I'm not in my prime. I know when it's okay to be done. All right. And I saw this quote tweet. The quote tweet reads, "Imagine if our elected officials had this kind of consideration." And immediately I thought of none other than Miss Nancy Pelosi. All right. Because you have people who are in Washington who say they are so for this next generation of leadership. They are so for, like Kamala Harris. She said that on the campaign trail all the time. But then you still have these elected representation who they are going to die in power, while they're going to die in office, while clenching with their dying breath, they're holding on to this power. All right, because they are addicted to power, they are addicted to money, and it doesn't matter. I don't think they are doing it for the sake of pushing humanity forward. I think they are doing it for the sake of building generational wealth. All right. Now that is just my personal opinion, but you could go ahead and let me know what you think about that. Also, there was one other thing that I wanted to bring up. Okay, this is going back to the conversation about tech bro CEOs and kind of them trying to maybe play some sort of favorites. All right. Because I saw that President Trump shared this recently, and he wrote, "Why would I want to get rid of TikTok?" All right. Trump on TikTok. And it's Trump saying that this is how much he was performing on TikTok. Let's look at this. 36 billion views of the hashtag Trump. 15 billion views of Donald Trump. All right. And even as total views of the accounts, and Team Trump had a staggering 2.4 billion views this election cycle. Real Donald Trump had 1.4 billion. That is insane. That's 3.8 billion total views on TikTok from what? Those two accounts. That is crazy. Now, to be clear, it I have not seen the CEO of TikTok donating to Trump's inauguration fund. All right. But I do think this is part of the same kind of executive conversation of how these CEOs could be essentially using some of their wealth to actually move the needle closer in their direction. Because there was a time when President Trump said, "No, we got to ban TikTok. This is a conversation about national security. We got to do it." All right, but now conversations are kind of shifting. Is this a flip flop? Is this a Trump flip flop? I think you could make a pretty strong argument that it is. All right, but nonetheless, this is the conversation that people are having. Okay, one last thing. I just tweeted this before I started recording, and it was this is just positive. All right, this is just to end the video on a very, very good note because I think it's important. It is this reminder: there's still dreams out there. All you have to do is grab them. I love the new year because I feel like I'm so motivated and energized with what I see in the future. And yes, I'm very reflective of the year that I've had, and it was incredible. But I'm very motivated at the same time for creating a new future, one that's better, one that's more efficient, one that's closer to more broader goals than I have. And I just think it's great. And if I could encourage anyone who's watching this, who's maybe in this maybe state of paralysis, you feel paralyzed, you're not sure, you're a little bit, uneasy, maybe you're going back and forth with like, oh, maybe I'll just do the same old, same old. I just want to let you know, guys, there's still dreams out there. Okay. There's still dreams for you, still dreams for me. All you have to do is grab them. Remember, the future is not going to create itself. Okay. Alrighty. Now, let me know what you think about some of the conversations that we had today. I know we kind of went through a lot of them. Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, Tim Cook at Apple, along with a bunch of other tech bros. Let me know what you think about Nicole Shanahan sounding the alarm with this incredible article, The War for Humanity's Future. Let me know what you think about it if you see it. And let me know what you think about kind of Nancy Pelosi and insider trading and age limits and how she outperformed every hedge fund in 2024. I think this is a really interesting conversation. And while you're here, why don't let me know what you guys think about Trump's perspectives on TikToks and if they're kind of shifting. All right. Let me know what you think about these conversations. Go ahead, like, subscribe if you like this video. And guys, I will see you all next time. And remember, this is the good note. There's dreams out there. All righty. All you have to do is grab them. Okay, everyone. I will see you all next time. I hope you have an incredible, beautiful day full of purpose and joy. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Episode's over already? Geez, that was fast. Well, they say beautiful things do not last forever, but feel free to watch and listen to another one of these episodes if you're interested in those conversations as well. Also, this next part is huge. Make sure to obliterate that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never skip a beat. I also have a newsletter where we dive into the news, politics, and ideas that shape our future. If you're interested in signing up, I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you next time.